So my company's called Echo. We make it possible for other websites to make their websites more like Facebook and Twitter. Bring your friends to be more social and interactive. Companies like ESPN and Disney and Lady Gaga and Eminem, and they're all using our technology on their website to make their websites more like Facebook.
Do you guys like make the website or?
No, we just make little widgets and experiences that can get embedded onto the website.
Oh, okay.
So that their teams can add them to their existing website.
What's a widget?
Good point. A widget's just a little bit of, it's like a piece of website that you can embed, you can add to an existing website.
It's sort of like, in essence, like selling software to the website.
It is like software. It's software that's running in our cloud. So the industry calls it software as a service. It runs in our cloud and it tunnels through to their website and makes their website better.
My name's Brad Peters. I'm CEO and co-founder of Burst. We are an analytics company. So what is analytics? Analytics is the consumption of vast quantities of data to be able to make decisions. Think of analytics as the dashboard of your car. So if you're driving, you're going a certain speed, but there's nothing out there that you can visibly look at that says how fast you're going. And what the dashboard does is it measures how fast you're moving. And without knowing how fast you're moving, it'd be hard to drive a car.
Is it for them to see what's going on, or is it for you to see and to share with them?
It's for them to understand. So let's say I'm running a factory and I've got 100 employees and they're doing things. And I go to work and I see them, they're all busy. But how do I know if they're actually doing a lot of things or less? And how do I know if they're doing more today than they did last week? So we help them understand. We help measure what's going on. Or are people using my Instagram app? Well, how do they know how many Instagrams are being Instagrammed? Well, they have to use analytics to understand. And is it more than yesterday or is it less? And who's trending up and who's trending down? All those questions help you decide if things are good or bad or changing. Change is what's interesting.
So what my company does is it helps other companies use math to make predictions about the future. And we kind of do it in a strange way. So just as you have tennis competitions or tennis tournaments, or you have golf tournaments, we actually run math tournaments. So a company will run a math tournament to make a prediction about something they want to make a prediction about, and our players, our pros, will compete to produce the best mathematical algorithm.
Are they like equations, like models?
It might look like, I don't know if you've done in your mathematics, like y equals mx plus c. Yeah. So you could enter a Kaggle competition with y equals an algorithm that's like y equals mx plus c.
Wow.
That's.
I think it's y equals mx plus c.
Right. That tells you how well I did it.
Well, it just did that, so it's kind of like engraved in our brains right now.
So I'm really curious about this whole big data thing. Is it like Fight Club? Like the first rule of big data is don't talk about big data? Is it like that?
I don't know where to start.
You can't tell me, can you? It's the first, I knew it. It's the first rule.
Exactly. So big data is mostly about taking numbers and using those numbers to make predictions about the future. And so the idea is that the bigger the data set you have, the more accurate the predictions about the future you have.
What Huddle does is it makes it really easy for companies to share documents and files, manage tasks and projects, and just get stuff done with other people kind of inside and outside their business. So a great example would be, say we're all running a creative agency and we have a big client. Maybe we're working with Sony and we're doing some kind of new ad for them. So traditionally what we would have done is we would have emailed files back and forth, and so I would have said to you guys, hey, let's get this graphic done for them. I'd email you, email me it back, and then you might have another version which you'd email to me, and then we've got like 10 emails and I have to pick out the right version. I send it to Sony and they email back to us saying, hey, that's great, but we want the logo a bit bigger, and then 3 of us make the logo bigger, and then we've got 3 different versions, and all of a sudden my head explodes. So what Huddle does is it's designed to make that process really easy. So we have one place which is up in the cloud. We access it via our browsers or via our iPhone or iPad. It's on our computer as well. And we make changes to the files, and Huddle knows who's working on it and who's done what. we can see all the old versions, and then when we're ready, we send it over and say, hey, Mr. Sony, this is done, what do you think? And he goes on and he leaves his comments and we can all see them, and then one person says, you know, I'll do this. They create a task, they make a change, and then it's all done. So we saved a load of time, we saved a load of money, and everybody's happy.
So the cloud is like where the file is located?
Yeah.
What is that? Like, is it?
That's a great question, and a bit like, you know, we were talking about big data before and nobody really knows what big data is. The kind of dirty secret in this industry is nobody even really knows what the cloud is. Everybody says they do.
I know.
You know, if somebody asks me, I'll be like, of course I know what the cloud is. But the cloud is this kind of big nebulous concept, and what it really means is you put it up into the internet and it's gone to our servers and then it's kind of held somewhere centrally. But you know, the cloud for us is different to Dropbox's cloud, which is different to Amazon's cloud, which is different to IBM's cloud and Microsoft's cloud. All it means is it's a place kind of up there in the sky, which is available from all of your devices, you know, no matter wherever you are.